And there were so many sex shops. I mean, I'd seen an odd one in England from the outside, but here they were sort of everywhere, you know. And I thought, wow, either major has helped me become a world champion. and then I thought, no, I helped him.
And he said, bloody hell, you let me down tonight. We could have won that. I said, yeah, I did ride bad, and I like Belleville, but I had a poor meeting. I said, yeah, you're right, I did. He said, you rode like a prat. I said, yeah, I did, you're right. Agreed with him. We're just getting on with fish and chips. But then we went to Malmo, didn't we? Anyway, we were back in the dressing room and we went back to the hotel and we were having some supper. And I said to him, do you know, Nigel? I said, you rode like a prat tonight. I said, if you'd have got your finger out, you know, we could have won that meeting. I said, you were bloody rubbish, you were. And he said, yeah, well, I let you down, didn't I? I said, oh, you did a bit.
Barry looking for him in the rider in red. That's Bent Janssen really making them all go, and they're really bunching up tight on this fourth corner. It's New Zealand and Sweden and Major and Briggs, and they're getting into a complete knot. They don't like riding together, and Janssen's gone through on the inside there.
You know, those were the days when I was pushing the tapes and you'd get up there and you couldn't concentrate, and we didn't gel on it. And he's won best pairs with, I think, Larry and
Any more?
Bob
Andrews.
Bob Andrews, you know, couldn't win it with me though. I was a burden to him.
Ivan was the #1 rider at that time, and you know, for me to go out, not only to outgate him and hold him off for 4 laps, was a fantastic moment, not only for myself but for English Speedway and of course Terry as well, because we'd won the world best pairs.
We had such a good understanding of what we were doing as a pair, like Ray. You couldn't have had a better sort of partner.
I mean, Simo was such a good rider. I mean, he could team ride, he could do anything on the bike, and to have him as your partner, again, we just went through the meeting and just did everything right.
Any World Championship for me was just when we had the Danish flag on the chest, you know, that was a commitment and you had to do something. It was like a soldier, you know, I'm here to do this for the country.
But it's Crump who leads, Thompson's in second place, Olsen who made a hash of the start in third, and now the battle's really on. What a fantastic piece of racing, and the Danes have gone one inside and one outside. Thompson went round the outside, Olsen went on the inside, and that was absolutely unbelievable speedway racing. Phil Crump, no mug at all, passed inside and outside by the Danes, and now Ole Olsen, what a superb rider, is looking for his young partner around the outside as Phil Crump keeps battling on. This is quite a speedway race.
I always used to tell my boys at the Coventry and that of the team that if it's a close race, as soon as you pass the line, raise your arms up in the air because the referee will think you must have won it.
I think it was the biggest con in Speedway that I've been involved in. Tory Kittleson was the referee. He was a big mate of Ollie's.
We all realised that Dave could make a start anywhere, so the best starts was gate 1 and 2, so Dave let me have gate 1 and 2 in the early rides, and he went off the worst ones like 3 and 4. If I'd have gone off 3 or 4, we might not have won.
And again it's Olsen who's made a very clean start. He leads it. In second place it's Muller. Nielsen trying the hard run around the outside where the dirt is, and Olsen is shut it right there, and down has gone Muller, and down too has gone Gilgan Reimer.
Oh, to be honest, I'm shattered at the moment, but so the pressure's on us, I'll tell you.
Sanders. If you win, how much?
The reward doesn't really matter. If we win, that's what matters. We want to win the award. The prestige is all it is. I mean, the money is meaningless to us. We want to be World Paris champions again. So we're here to do that.
Beautiful start. Schwartz the inside, Segalis the outside. The Americans looking good at heat number 13.
Kenny gave me some bad press before the meeting, and he hadn't got a clue what the points, what we had to do in the last race. So you know, it just happened that we beat them, so we won. But Kenny wasn't up with all that at all.
Yeah, and winning that was it was fantastic because it was the when we'd won it and we you know we get off the bike and when we embraced each other. I think that was like the realisation in that moment that this was it to, you know, scraggy house kids from Partington had beaten the world, and you know, when you look at where we come from and where we got to, that was quite significant. That was a great moment.
That was the best one, of course, because basically we were born in the same hospital. We lived only like a quarter of a mile from each other's. Our fathers had been big friends 30 years previously, and you know, for us to win that World Pairs together, we were from the same village, of course, and we were a genuine World Pair, weren't we? To think that, you know, when you ride in a World Pairs, I mean, Simo was from Kent, Dave Jessup was from Kent, and Kenny Carter was from Yorkshire. So, you know, we were the ultimate package, weren't we? But yeah, that was the most satisfying because, again, you know, we had that rapport going on, our team riding stuff from our Bellevue days, and the fact that we could just go out there and race with each other, that's the big difference. Not against each other, but with each other against the others.
I had to blow in a bag and blow this bag up, a bit like the police do when they stop you for speeding, and I was okay.
Here comes Kenny Carter through into third place. It's Tatum who leads it. Demise second, Carter is third. And the England Lions have got a real battle on here as Carter comes powering through on the inside of Nemi. We've got a real race now. Tatum in front, super start from the young Coventry V. And now Carter and the crowd are on their feet for the first time really this afternoon as Carter comes around the outside of Nemi and chops him to pieces going into the bottom corner here. Ah, tremendous stuff.
Never ever can cross my mind that I didn't want to do it because I had to ride with Kenny Carter. The only concerns I had was the fact was what was I ready? And I did okay, and we came second, and we battled hard and we in difficult conditions in Rybnik, and I rode a couple of storming races. We were never going to win. The Danes were too good, vastly more experienced, better prepared, their equipment was better. But we did bloody well to come second that day, and in my first World Final I'm genuinely proud of that performance. I passed Sean and Bobby Schwartz in one race to join Kenny at the front that was secured third place or second place, the silver medal. And I've got to say, I rode out my skin and it justified Berry's selection.
And that was ruthless starting tactics from Tatum. Carter is at the back, he's had to do his hard work from the rear, but a really ruthless piece of starting from Kelvin Tatum. Up to the corner, and it is the Englishmen who do the scissors. Tatum and Carter really chopped up Anderson. Anderson left with nowhere to go into the pit corner, and it's England and the old 1-2 again. In fact, it is Johnson who's moved up to challenge very boldly. Tatum leads it, Carter is second, the two Swedes are right on their tails, quite about 5 lengths between all four. Good speedway here, and also as Tatum leads, Carter under pressure from Johnson on the outside and Anderson down the inside.
He was brilliant. He didn't feel threatened by me. We discussed stuff and we bounced things backwards and forwards. I was very much his junior and I never was threatening his superiority.
Well, there was those among Speedway fans who doubted the wisdom of John Berry selecting this pairing, but they have done England proud. And they have ripped apart the Swedes. They have inflicted defeat on Jan Anderson. That's another 5 points.
and it was a time as well, when I was team manager, a bit of controversy going on all the time, because I always felt that Hans and Eric didn't get on so well because they were more competing against each other.
One team did it really, but again, we were racing the Danes, who were just so many good riders, it was just a joke. You know, they had their era and that was it. By God, they were very, very good and very, very professional. But we just didn't compete. And then we went to Germany for the infamous 6 riders in a race, which was disgraceful really.
The green lights are now on, and away they go, and the 1990 pairs final is underway, and it's Ronnie Corrie, the first rider to show. Ronnie Corrie, Kelvin Tatum coming up the inside. Kelvin Tatum bursting through. Kelvin Tatum is through in the first place. Oh my word, we've lost the rider there in blue and white, which was Simon Cross. Well, there we are, we see Kelvin Tatum there in first place at the moment in white. Now just look, there we see Simon Cross going down and going straight into the fence with some formidable speed. Well, we just keep our fingers crossed that the likeable 25-year-old...
Basically 6 riders on the track, on a track that didn't really have enough room for 6 riders. My coccyx compressed along with turning, which broke the vertebrae T12, L1 and 2. Fortunately, the doctor on the track was a spinal specialist from Munich Hospital. He knew exactly what I'd done, or estimated the damage I'd done, and he took time to get me off the track, put me on a drip, took me to hospital, and I was in an induced coma for 5 days. Now I'm very, very lucky.
There's the green lights on, and away they drive, and it's Todd Wiltshire in red who's the first to show. Oh my word, Hans Nielsen cuts across Wiltshire, takes him down. Well, my word. All happens in heat number 2. There we see Todd Wiltshire hitting the front, and from nowhere Hans Nielsen just drives, picks up the speed and cuts straight across and T-bones Sir Bertard, and down he goes, and so does the rider in blue and white, Klaus Laus. Lee Adams trying to miss the mayhem in yellow and black, and down he comes as well, so it's all tangles in heat number 2.
6-mile races didn't come into it. Basically, I was picked to ride for my country, and I've always been very, very proud to ride for my country. I'm not sure I even knew it was going to be 6-mile races. Maybe I should have pulled out, but as I say, you know, I'm British through and through, and if I'm picked to ride for my country, I'll put everything in for it. I did. It cost me. The FIM changed the ruling after that. The FIM cost me my career, because my career finished that day. I came back afterwards, but it was never the same.